Kevin, hello. How are you guys doing? Yeah. Actually, it doesn't matter because I don't speak English. Yeah. I mean, no, as you can tell, I'm not from here, right? By my accent, yes, I'm from Los Angeles. Yeah. No, I mean, originally I'm from Russia, yeah, okay? But I was born there, okay? It wasn't my choice. Like every choice in Russia, yeah, but we're not born there to have choices, you know? And, but no worries, I will be performing in English, okay? I hope, yeah, because, I mean, the words will be in English, okay? I just not sure about the rest of the language, okay? And this is a big honor for me to perform in English. Maybe for the very first time I perform in English for that long, you know? So I feel like Melania Trump, you know, giving a speech. So my husband never knew Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Actually, I see many familiar faces, and I just want to ask, clap if you understand Russian. Wow, so many. And clap only if you don't understand Russian, please. Nice, people with real documents here. And, it is good. It is good to have foreigners here, and I mean, in your country. And no, I used to. I not live here. I live in Los Angeles. Yeah, and no worries. And you know, in Russia. I was well known touring stand-up comedian, getting well paid for the jokes about my family. But then the war started between Russia and Ukraine. Nowadays, you should specify which war, yeah, and too many of them. So yeah, the war started. I tried joking about that, and now I'm here. Living my dream, yeah, but it was always my dream to do comedy in English, you know, and I have nothing to complain, you know, because I live in Los Angeles with 2 roommates, or how you guys call them, wife and daughter, and but my daughter, she's too young, you know, she was only 9 years old when we were escaping Russia, and she didn't know the main reason, you know, why we escaped, you know, but I always knew that one day I would have to tell her a harsh truth, you know, because girls, they have an intuition, right? They can smell poverty, and and I don't know, it looks like my daughter feels something, you know? Maybe she hears me crying in the shower because I don't turn on the water, you know, because I mean, water is expensive, right? But shame is for free. You can wash by your tears, and you know? So the other day, my daughter asked me, Daddy, did something change in our life? I was like, what do you mean, honey? And she was like, are we poor now? And I told her the truth. No, only you poor. I mean, Daddy is fine. Mommy is okay. You poor is fine. I mean, do something. I don't know what you're gonna do. What you're gonna do when they come for you. Yeah. As you see, I learn English from songs, yes. And I can buy myself flowers. And yeah. So actually my daughter asks me to keep silent in public, you know, because in her opinion, I have the most deportable accent in the family. I was like, why do you think so? She was like, sink, it is the place where you're washing your hands. I was like, yeah, so, you know, actually interesting, I left Russia when the war started in 1939. Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, I left Russia, and it is funny that right the few months before the war started, my wife and I, we decided to get a divorce, you know? And on that date, we decided to postpone our divorce, you know, because, yeah, and now we live in Los Angeles, we're still together, you know, because in America it's too expensive to be, you know, happy. Yeah, and so, yeah. So, and sometimes people asking me, Sasha, do you miss Russia? And I thought, no, but, you know, recently I realized how much I miss Russia when I was watching Russian porn, you know, and I caught myself crying, you know, because I watch only Russian porn, you know, because I miss my homeland, and but I don't care about the plot, you know, I just stuck with the interior, you know, I'm more the furniture guy. I was like, Wow, look at this sofa! The same couch I had when I was a kid. What a beautiful carpet on the wall, you know? Sometimes I'm trying to look out the window, you know, just to see how my streets are doing, yeah. And I have to say sorry, guys, here, because I have to try some jokes because I will go to England soon and you will be my testing people, yeah? And I'm sorry because, I mean, you can't cancel me, you know, because I don't even start it, yeah, so. And I'm sorry because, you know, it is the second language, it's not my first language, and sometimes I might cross the line, you know, because it's the second language and I still don't understand where the boundaries are, you know, because Russians, we always have troubles with the borders, yeah, and yeah, and I can't go back to Russia because of the jokes. Can you imagine? Because of the jokes, because in Russia, it's true fact, we have a new law that just for the 3 words, if you put on Instagram, stop the war, they can put you in prison for 7 years. Can you imagine? 7 years just for the words, which is really stupid because you can get only 5 for rape. And it's shit, and it's horrible, and we still have those brave people in Russia who keep posting on Instagram, stop the war, and they're ready to go to prison for 7 years. But as for me, it is much easier to find someone who supports the war and rape him. I mean, only 5 years in prison, guys, you know? Instead of 7, it is a simple mathematics, you know, and a strong statement. And I can't go back home because they could give me 12 because I did both, and they... Yeah, tomorrow in the newspapers. No, it's true. Actually, in Russia, the newspapers came out because they translated this joke. I posted on Instagram, they translated it, and the newspapers came out, and the title was Sasha Nizlobin calls to fuck Russians. And my mom called me, and I told her, no, only one guy, Vladimir Putin. And one guy from Belarus. And yeah, fuck dictators. Yeah. So, what else? Yeah. Actually, they tried to sue me now because of the joke, not this, but other joke. When Donald Trump attacked the transgender community, I've noticed that Putin did the same, you know, because first he attacked LGBTQ community and then he started the war. And now Donald Trump doing the same shit, you know, the same scenario. So, and one religious community asked the general prosecutor of Russian Federation to check my jokes for the LGBTQ propaganda. You know, because in Russia, if you don't know, they banned being gay, you know, because, yeah, it's true. Literally, they recognize gay people as terrorist organization. Can you imagine? Terrorist organization, guys. I mean, organization? I mean, no. I mean, have you ever met a group of gay people? I mean, they're highly disorganized, you know, I mean, and you know, the most crazy thing that literally they have it in the law. They have Taliban, Al-Qaeda, and Al-Fabulous, and recently, they removed Taliban from the terrorist list and invited them to Kremlin. Can you imagine? And gay people still in this list, you know? Because Putin scares real bombs less than the glitter ones. I'm trying to do show for you, you know? Yeah. So, I was working as a real movie director in Russia, and I know it's with my accent, when sometimes I listen to my shows, you know, it was like, for you who don't know me, it looks like, you know, I mean, Russian-speaking people, they just treated themselves like, wow, my English is better than Sasha's English, and he's still doing shows, you know. Yeah, but for locals, it looks like probably your Uber driver is talking too much, right? I don't know, maybe it would be much easier if I performed like this, you know, like... I used to do stand-up comedy in Russia. I was big, you know, huge, yeah. I was a movie director. Yeah, once we wrote a really good script, me and my team. So I was a high-demand showrunner, and we wrote a really big, nice script, and there was like a bidding war. Many producers wanted to buy this script, you know. And we decided, it was 7 years ago, we decided, like, okay, it's time. We can hire the big-time Hollywood actor, you know. And no one from Hollywood never answered our calls, and because it was 7 years ago, economy was better than now. And once, because I always dreamed to be a Hollywood director, you know, and my producers called me and they asked me, Sasha, do you know who is Kevin Spacey? And of course I knew who Kevin Spacey was, you know, because if someone gets canceled in Hollywood, in Russia we name streets after them, you know, yeah. Yeah, we have Harvey Weinstein Boulevard, you know, Kanye West Avenue, yeah. This is the place where we build up an Andrew Tate Middle School. And yeah. No, the producers called me and they told me that because of the tiny situation in Hollywood, Kevin Spacey is pretty available right now. You need just $500 and a young boy. And I mean, producers, they're all the same, you know, everywhere in the world. So yeah. No, I told them, I don't hire him because, you know, he got the lawsuit was open, you know, criminal charges, etc. And I told them I can't work with this guy because we still doesn't know if he innocent or if he is criminal. And if I hire him, no one in Hollywood will work with me. Yeah. And my producers told me, Sasha, no one in Hollywood will work with you anyway. And I like this joke worse, but fuck you. But, so they convinced me, and they set up a Zoom call. And on the Zoom call, it was Kevin Spacey, his lawyer, and me. Sasha from Russia, блядь, hello. And I remind you, it was 7 years ago. My English wasn't so perfecto like now. And yeah. And I don't have a lawyer. I didn't have a lawyer because I remind you, I was living in Russia, and in Russia we don't have lawyers, you know, because it's unnecessary thing in Russia. I mean, because we prefer to have our direct negotiation with police. And no, I mean here you have to be at least from Bundestag to bribe a cop, right? I mean, in Russia we're all equal, and corruption is for everyone. And yeah, so on a Zoom call, we were talking, and somehow they invited me to Italy to cast Kevin Spacey. And of course I know that he had a bad publicity, you know, the criminal case is open, but come on, Italy, I mean, double-time Oscar winner invited me to Italy, the most romantic country in the world. So I came to Italy, and I come to the lobby bar in the Armani Hotel, and I saw Kevin Spacey, and I don't know how can I prove it that this is true, but I have pictures and I'm selling them after the show. And or you can always find my OnlyFans page. And so yeah, and Kevin Spacey ordered an espresso martini, and I was like, hashtag me too, because I mean, humor, it is my strongest power. And so he finished his drink, he ordered the second one, he finished the second drink, and he looked at me, and I swear to God, guys, he looked at me and he asked me, Sasha, do you want to go upstairs and read your script in my room? And I always wanted to be in Hollywood, but not Hollywood to be in me. But I told him, of course. I mean, one more Aperol Spritz for bravery and we go. Let's fucking go. El forget. And so we came to the elevator, and at that moment I was really scared because he pressed the penthouse button, and we're going in the elevator, and I was so scared, guys. I think, guys, you never had this scare, you know, because I think only ladies experience with this, you know, when you're stuck with someone in a really small room and you don't know what will happen, guys. Because I had a really bad childhood, you know. I saw real fights, you know, in Polivskoy, the city where I was born. I saw the fights when people fighting each other, the blood is everywhere, you know. I was like, Mom, Dad, please stop. And they stop negotiate. And So yeah, and I was so scared because some kind of an inner voice asked me, Sasha, what if he decided to make a move, you know? What will you, I realized that I had to decide now what I will do in Penthouse because there could be very less of time, you know, to decide. Because I know myself, I love luxury life, you know. Just show me jacuzzi and my pants go down. I mean, I know, guys. And but then inner voice asked me, Sasha, what do you think about yourself? What a stupid scam. The Kevin Spacey double-time Oscar winner booty called you from Moscow to Milan just to bang you in his penthouse. You, Sasha from Russia. He didn't find anyone closer to him, right? And the second inner voice asked me, and why not? Why? What with your self-esteem, Sasha? You have to believe in yourself if you want to work in Hollywood. So we came to the room, and everything was really super fine in the room. He was acting like a real pro whiskey, cocaine loop, everything. I mean, no. He was actually, and I was doubting, you know, because I still didn't know that he's a monster or no. And I still have my doubts, you know, about it. Because, for example, we all knew that Harvey Weinstein is a real monster, right? And he never answered on my emails. And but Kevin Spacey, we didn't know. I mean, maybe he just, you know, falsed me because he's a brilliant actor. You can't deny it. And he told me everything about this case. And he told me the truth. I'm not rapist. I just did this and that. And but he didn't do anything wrong with me, you know? Somehow I started to think, what am I, after age for you or what? I mean, and then I came back to Russia and told to my producers, oh, okay, I will never have this chance in my life to work with the actor at that level. Fuck Hollywood, let's hire them. And they told me no, because they was about to sign up the huge deal with Amazon Prime, because Amazon Prime just tried to came to Russia before the war started. Yeah. And I was so disappointed. I started drinking, you know, and I hit, literally, I hit the rock bottom of my life because I so fell in love in his acting skills. And I hit the rock bottom, and my friend called me and told me, Sasha, do you know, sometimes people experience, you know, many troubles, and sometimes the guy or the lady, any person can hit the rock bottom, but after that, this person had to, you know, take all his powers, push off from this bottom, and his life changing, you know. And I told him, thank you so much. And he told me, I think you was the rock bottom of Kevin Spacey's life. Because he just won the lawsuit, yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but okay, I don't have many freedom of speech minutes for tonight, but you know, I really like my daughter now. She really misses her Russian. I forgot this word. Russian money. Money. Yeah, I forgot this. You know, because my daughter recently asked me, Daddy, I've noticed that for the past 4 years we are flying only in economy class. What changed? I was like, I've noticed this too, bitch. I mean, and she told me, but my friends who stayed in Russia still flying only in business class. And I asked her, and I told her, but your friends are flying only inside Russia. And you and me, we can fly everywhere, all over the world, right? And she told me, yes, but we didn't fly at all. I mean, I told her, but we can. I gave you an opportunity. Yes, we can. And I want to raise my daughter as my parents did, you know, but in the United States it is prohibited by law. And yeah, I mean, guys, local guys, did your parents ever hit you? Because I know about them, they were beating like all the time, yeah?
I'm not local, so they did.
So they did? Oh yeah, check your DNA test, yeah, maybe your parents is Russian. My parents used to beat me up all the time, you know, and was saying like, Sasha, You are not special. Now I have 3 comedy specials. Yeah, they're all in Russian, unfortunately. Yeah. Because they hit me only in Russian, you know. They wouldn't do even this right. And you know, it's unfair that once you get big enough to fight back, your parent, you know, once you they beat you, and then you get big enough to fight back, they suddenly like, oh, I'm elderly right now, please, no. I wish we could treat our parents how they treated us, you know? That you can come up to your dad on the kitchen and do like this. This is for not knowing how to reinstall WhatsApp on your phone. You embarrassing my family. Next time use your head, dumb fuck. Stop wasting my money, get a job, and then you go to the kitchen and start speak loudly with your wife till your dad can overhear you, you know? It's like, it's time to send him to home. To the house. I don't know how you go home, a house? Anywhere. So yeah, but you know, I like that my daughter, she lives now in United States, in California. It's hard for me, you know, to raise someone who knows his rights, but but for her it's good, right? For her it's good. She's doing well, you know. And I was thinking, like, if she's fine, why I couldn't be fine, you know? Because she's so Californian, you know. She's obsessed with this climate change, and then she asked me, Daddy, we have to stop using plastic at all. Stop using plastic. And I took away her credit card. And I mean, enough, yeah. Also her iPad, her vape, you know, because they're all made from plastic, yeah. And I gave her a real cigarette because it's good for the nature. Yeah, so if she's fine, why I shouldn't be fine? So if my wife, who still wait her divorce for past 8 years, I mean, if she's still fine, why I couldn't be? And if I find it means you guys fine, you know? And look at me. I have a horrible English, right? But I'm living my dream, you know? Because I'm doing stand-up comedy in English, and I always can do this, you know? But I started doing it only after the war started. So don't waste your time, you know? I don't know, sir, do you have a job? Are you happy on this job? Quit this job. I mean, after this show, quit this job and live your life. Are you guys together? Married. Yeah. You guys a couple? Divorced. I mean, then you married him. Don't waste your time, guys. Please, don't wait when the war came, you know. Just live your life. Look at me. I'm afraid. With my horrible accent, with my horrible English, I can do this. His pants are sweating, his pants are heavy, his vomit already, man, spaghetti. He looks surface, but on the floor, блять, he looks like a atmospheric, you know, like that, you know, yeah, it was always my dream to rap it like Eminem, you know? Live your dream, guys. But stop, back to reality. Hope it goes gravity. Hope it goes gravity. Okay, guys, thank you so much for having